What's up? Mess of the Man, aka Eli Youssef. A lot of you guys know or may not know, I used to sell magazines, or I used to be part of a traveling magazine sales cult. We were known as 006, or Integrity Sales, or NXS Sales, or Services Unlimited Plus. We went by many names over the years, but I did it for about 10 years touring the country. And I was just browsing YouTube and I saw there was like no videos of like what we used to practice on a daily. We used to practice our sales pitch, like in sales meetings. We'd have 11 o'clock sales meeting if you didn't have 7 sales or better. Basically you're supposed to write 7 sales a day, 6 days a week to be an agent, which was 42 sales in a week. Although we know that's weak. Most power agents or people that was making money doing this was writing about 17 to 20 sales a day, pulling in some big money with minimal costs and expenses, because we stayed at hotels and shared rooms and split the cost on the rooms and got paid cash, and it was a pretty lavish lifestyle. But basically, the purpose of this video is just to show you what an NCA canvas was, and that's basically what we were doing. It sounds like a pitch, but it was actually true. It's called the National Cash Awards Contest. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to knock your door and pretend you're my customer. So, hey, just stopped by to see you for a minute. I know you probably don't know me. My name's Eli. Reason I came by is to get your vote for this year's NCA contest. You didn't read about it in the paper yet, right? No other goofy people stopped by to get your vote yet? Cool. Well, I'll be the first and best to tell you about it. Basically, it stands for National Cash Awards. It's 50 guys and girls traveling 13 cities in 15 weeks. Best part is, I'm actually winning. High five. NCA, the reason why it's called National Cash Awards, because once I collect 20,000 points, I get $1,000 towards my positive career goal. All I'm supposed to do is go out and meet people and get you a little bit interested in what I'm doing and ask what my career goal is. Thanks for asking. Thought you never would. Plan on being a barber. Ask me why. I already know how to cut hair. I just want to get paid for it. High five. You like getting paid? Me too. Everybody's backing me for this contest. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I have to cut their hair someday. I don't know. But all I gotta get you to do is get a little bit excited and ask me how I get my points. Cool. I thought you never would. Basically, it's matter dudes and matter babes. Pick 2, 4, or 6. What's a matter dude? Nothing's a matter dude. It's magazines. Don't get pissed. Look at my list. 2, 4, or 6. Ask me why the guidelines are 2, 4, or 6 instead of 1, 2, or 3. Because the best things in life come in pairs, like eyes, lips, nostrils, boobs, butt cheeks. Let me ask you a question. What would you call somebody with one butt cheek? I'll give you a hint. Half ass. That's right. So you said it yourself. It'd be a little half-assed to do less than the guidelines. That's how I'm winning. So 2, 4, or 6. It's magazines. That's pretty much it, man. If they say no, you move on to the next door and you work the law of average. 1 out of 10 people you get a complete pitch out to will buy. But if you're being personable and you're using enthusiasm, you're gonna sell. And it's the cool part about this. I always ask my customers, like, hey, ask me what the best part about this is. They'd be like, what's the best part about this? It's prorated for broke college kids. What school you go to? They're like, I'm not in school. I'm 55 years old. Oh, high five. You can afford it. If they are in school, high five. You can afford it. Oh, damn. They can't use that excuse now. That was kind of like a process of elimination. I'd use strategy with my sales pitches. People tell me to come back. You get the callbacks or fallbacks, and I would always be like, when I'm opening my pitch to them, I'll be like, oh, cool, you're home. It's like third time I've been by. I've been trying to get you all day. Just stop by to see you for a minute. And I'd go right into my NCA pitch, and then if they tell me to come back, I'd be like, ha, nice try. I stopped by 3 times already and you weren't here. It's either now or never. If you don't want to do it, I understand. And you get that urgency created and they'll buy. We were really good at doing this. I mean, I trained so many people how to do this and make lots of money doing this. And there were lots of other techniques, but I'm not going to disclose everything because there's people that's still out there doing this, and I can't give away some of the edges and secrets that we used to do. But that was the basic gist of it. And that, if you could do that, that's how we trained you, man. That's how we taught you the foundations, is to go out there and compete in this contest. And, people be like, where are you going on your trip? I'll be like, it's just me, unless you can fit in my suitcase, but probably going to go to Hawaii. Don't get jealous, and, or London, I'm going to have a shandy, it was so cool, man. I met so many cool people. I canvassed Hulk Hogan, met Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne actually called the cops on me. But like I got a vast knowledge of the country and where everybody lives, and everything is crazy, man. Fucking crazy, just crazy, And I actually won the trip. I won the contest. I went to Hawaii and got my $1,000 cash award several times over. Only difference is I never actually went to school to be a barber and got any of that. That was just for making something up because I didn't want people to tell me to go get a real job, and that was my real job. And truth be told, I think a lot of people would be jealous of the lifestyle we used to live out on the road, traveling, cash in our pockets. We kicked it. We had fun. We went out and did stuff everywhere, and seen things that otherwise would be impossible to go do unless you're like a rock star on tour, or got some sort of record deal or something. I feel like professional skateboarders and all that, like that's the lifestyle they lived. They were on tour, and I was on tour for like 10 years, man. Basically, it was like a rock star lifestyle, and that's how I got hired, actually. I was directly out of the Navy in Seattle, Washington, and I had a layover flight in Seattle, so I got a hotel, and I went to Denny's to eat that night, and there was this group of kids, and they're like, what's up, dude? You want to come sit with us? I'm like, nah. I thought they felt sorry for me. I didn't need their pity. And, they're like, what? You look sharp, man. What do you do? I was like, I just got out of the Navy. They're like, oh, really? How long were you in? That's awesome. I'm like, a year and a half. They're like, what happened? It's like, damn, I didn't even want to tell you this, but I got kicked out for smoking weed. But that's how these guys approached me. They're like, you smoke weed? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you want to come smoke some nugs with us? I was like, yeah. And it turns out they're staying at the same hotel, and they said, you want to travel the country and live like a rock star? I was like, what's the catch? And they're like, you got to sell stuff door to door. I'm like, sell stuff? What kind of stuff? Sell magazines. I was like, so what? This company pays for me to travel? I say, yep. And they pay me every day? I say, yep. And they pay for my room and board? I say, yep. And I get paid cash no matter what? Yep. Even if I don't sell nothing? Yep. Like, where do I sign? Is that a trick fucking question? Are you kidding me? I had no idea these kind of jobs existed. And they don't really. It's kind of a black market type of job, but that's why the hustle is so cool, man. And like people that have done it, we built relationships, like we're like family, and we always looked out for each other. It was really, really, really a cool thing. I did it for a long time, and there's a lot of bad, I think, information out there floating around the internet about magazine crews, and there were some pretty scandalous magazine crews, I ain't gonna lie. There's bad parts of the industry, but there were good parts too, and you don't hear enough about the good parts, and that's kind of the purpose of this video, man. I learned so much from that business. People I would have, got in a fight, got my ass kicked for, that's just kind of relationship we have for each other. We all had each other's back, and we were all out there just basically trying to survive. And that's what it is. It was survival, man. A lot of people like me, I really didn't have nowhere to go at the time, like I got out of the Navy and I was going home to break the news to my family, and I got this job. And so basically I had a plan, and I didn't have to go home and ask for nothing, which was awesome for me, which was another reason I was more committed to making Mag Crew work. And it didn't work at first, I quit, went home, came back like 9 months later, and the crew was like 20 people big, and one of the guys that I had trained his first night on crew had what was called the diamond club ring, which is this with one diamond, which at the time when I quit before seemed impossible. So when I came back and I saw somebody else could do that, and I was like, damn, if he can do it, I know I could do it. So I committed, and I just did it, man. I became one of the best. I trained so many people, and I won my contest, and I ran some crazy-ass car totals, became a manager. Manager is actually the only part of Mag Crew that I failed at, really. I was a manager for about a year, and I ended up giving it up and going back to being the senior car handler for Mark Spagner, and 006 was the crew I came from and I traveled with. And, you know, being a manager is really a hard thing to do, man. I went about it the wrong way. You know, I didn't have my money saved up, ready to, you know, invest in what I was doing, and instead I just went into the hole. And, you know, I made some mistakes with a lot of things. You know, I was young and stupid, but it was a lot of fun, man, and I grew a lot of good relationships out of it, and I hate to see all the bad trash talk that I see on the internet about it. So that's why I wanted to post this video about it. Mad Crew 006 was the, you know, awesome. I don't regret anything except for not paying my taxes. That's the one thing. But get a bunch, guys. Thanks for watching.